favorites, one of our favorites, President and CEO of Ranken Jordan. It's a bridge hospital. We'll get to that in a bit. But I'd like to check in with Lori Tanner from time to time, see how things are going. Good morning, Lori Tanner.
Good morning.
You were here a couple of months ago talking about the groundbreaking of the hospital. How's the progress going?
Oh, it's amazing. We are completely finished with all of the structural steel is now in place.
Right.
Earlier this week, before it started raining, we poured about 60% of the first floor. So we have a floor now. We have some concrete floors on the first floor. Next week, we'll go up and do the second floor. They all have it all sequenced out,
Right.
but yeah, we have floors and
When's it
structure.
expected to be finished?
We will have be structurally complete or substantially complete by the end of December, and then we'll get all the furniture and equipment and training in January and start to take patients into the new area next February.
And it's going to double the amount of beds, which is really unbelievable.
Yes, we are going to 60 beds. Our current building is 62,000 square feet. The new addition is 78,000 square feet. So we have more room for outpatient therapy, more room for exam rooms for physicians, and some really neat spaces for families to be able to engage with their kids.
You also, I mean, the fact that you're doubling the amount of beds means there's clearly a need for double the amount of beds.
Absolutely. I think last time I was on with you, it was kind of like build it and they'll come. The kids are already here. Today, we have 32 patients, so we can only have 34. We have 13 kids that are waiting for these beds.
Right.
So 13 kids that if we had the beds, we would have them in the building today. And then we have another 20 kids that'll be ready in the next week or two.
It's also amazing when I talk to you, and it's just that the kids stay in the hospital, which is not the right thing to do. It's using a bed for a kid who really needs the bed, and it's not helping the kid get better once the kid's ready to leave the hospital.
Yeah, once they're medically stable in terms of they don't need the ICUs or 24-hour physician supervision, it's really, but they're not well enough to quite go home.
Right.
That's why we bridge the gap and take care of kids at Ranken Jordan, provide training to the parents. The kids really start to feel better. The parents start to feel more confident in their ability to take care of their children at home. And kids are with us for about 42 days, and we get them home.
Are you hiring doctors and nurses?
Absolutely.
Really?
We need really good registered nurses on all 3 shifts. We do, obviously, there's nurses that come to us that have pediatric experience, but we have a lot of nurses that have come to us that might have adult rehab experience or internal medicine and have found that Ranken Jordan's been a great place to widen and broaden their clinical experience. They love the care beyond the bedside model. So, yes, we will be doubling our nursing staff, medical staff, and all of our therapists, PT, OT, speech, and recreational therapy.
So go to the website to find out more information?
Absolutely.
All right, a couple other things here. You guys are involved in the marathon this weekend.
Yes, we have about, I think, 30 runners, walkers, and maybe crawlers. And for both this Saturday and Sunday, the 5K is Saturday, the 7K and others. I'm the 7K on Sunday.
I'm the 0K.
And the 0K, there you go. And we've raised a little bit of money for the hospital, and it's a great team bonding experience, and we're looking forward to it. It looks like the weather's going to be helpful as well.
It's going to be nice. Also
heard through the grapevine that there's a story about a 6-year-old boy. Tell us the story.
Camden came to us after he was in a serious car accident. He had suffered a cervical spine injury, so in his neck, came to us in a halo. So which is, the big cage around your head. So what was more important really for Cam than his cervical spine injury is that he lost both of his parents. And so he had a broken heart. And I can't imagine at 6 years old, and he was in the accident with them, just horrible.
Was the accident here in St. Louis?
It was. They're actually from the Nashville, Tennessee area, so it happened in Murfreesboro, Tennessee.
Okay.
And Grandma lost her daughter in the accident as well, so it was just a real tragedy. But right away, our staff, even when we heard about the referral, talked to the folks at Vanderbilt, brought him. We were ready for him when he got out of the car once he got from the airport, and he went back home. They're having a big welcome home celebration for him in Tennessee tomorrow. But Ranken Jordan really made a big difference in his life. We really did need to start with trying to mend his heart first. I have to say the staff did a great job, but Murphy, the service dog, was
Yeah.
quite helpful as well. That was the first time he smiled, was really engaging with Murphy.
How long was he at Ranken Jordan?
He was with us for 6 weeks.
6 weeks.
Yes.
Wow.
And even he, before coming to Ranken Jordan, he wasn't talking, he wasn't getting out of bed, he wasn't eating. And within an hour or two, the staff had him up in a wheelchair, and he was propelling himself with his feet in the wheelchair. Our Care Beyond the Bedside model helped him and encouraged him to get out of bed and back to living, and gave them time to heal before he has to go back home.
I got a
Is he
minute.
going-
Go ahead, Kelly.
I was going to ask, is he going to be with his grandmother then?
He will be living with his grandmother, yeah.
Got about a minute here, and you've said this to me before, but other communities are begging for something like Ranken Jordan because of this specific reason. There aren't resources like
Right.
this in other communities.
Right. I mean, there was nothing in the Tennessee area at all. We were the closest. They could have chosen Atlanta, Georgia, but after the care coordinator at Vanderbilt talked to us at Ranken Jordan, that she knew that he would be best served with us.
Yeah, pretty incredible story. All right. So, Lori Tanner, President and CEO of Ranken Jordan, rankenjordan.org, right?
Yes, sir.
rankenjordan.org. Nurses, doctors, estate planning, you want to go see.
That's right.
That's right. Well, and also, you know what? It's also
Volunteers.
You give tours too, right? So to sort
Absolutely.
of help spread the word.
Well, the website's great, but there's really nothing better than coming in and really seeing what we do firsthand.
Yeah, and it's been around how long?
76 years.
76 years. And the woman who started it,
Mary Ranken Jordan,
in what year?
1941.
1941. Pretty incredible story. Lori, you're always welcome here. Thanks for coming in.
Thank you.
Good
All
luck
right.
on the marathon.
Thank you.
Good luck at the marathon. Josh Hawley going to be here, the Attorney General for the state of Missouri. He is going to join us after top of the hour news and more. Don Rickles, 858 KTRS.
Things